Hi, welcome to this new video. Today I'm going to show you how to optimize your performances on Wild Assault, increase your frame rate and have the game running smoother in general. First we're going to start with things inside of Windows. So you're going to want to head to Power Settings and choose a power plan. You want to make sure that you have high performances selected because it uses more energy, so we are not laptop gamers, we don't care about that. Next thing you're going to do is want to disable the game bar because it takes FPS for absolutely no reason. To do that you're going to head to Settings, Gaming and game bar. You want to make sure it is turned off. Also, while you are there, you also want to check game mode and make sure you have it off because this thing is absolute garbage, so don't have it enabled, it is bad. The next thing you want to do is to check your 3D settings on Nvidia control panel. First, adjust image settings with preview. So once you are there, you want to click on that, make sure it is all the way left to performance, and then reselect that, click apply. Then you want to go to manage 3D settings. Those are my settings, it doesn't have to be exactly like this. Then for the remaining part of the video, you want to actually open the game, so let's open it. Now that the game is opened, I'm going to show you the last thing you want to do before heading to the game settings. You want to take the icon of the open application, right click properties, then you are going to copy this shortcut, and that's going to be the actual program that is running when you have Wild Assault opened. So what you want to do is copy that shortcut. Now you want to open settings, system, head to graphics settings, browse, and now you want to paste the shortcut you just copied. Press enter, and that's the thing you want to add. Head to options, and you can see that by default, it's on all your applications and games in general. It's going to be let Windows decide by default, and by default, Windows is almost always going to use power saving instead of high performance. This is why you can see I do it on all of my games. Every time I actually modify this option for the game to run better. So options, high performance, save. And now the game is actually going to run on the correct settings for your graphic card and it's going to improve your FPS. Now that you have done this, we can head back to the actual in-game settings. First of all, video, obviously. I personally set my limit to unlimited, so I can have as many frames as I want. You could use 200, you could use 240, but I just go unlimited, even if I don't reach 240. Now the interesting part, graphic quality. V-Sync off, motion blur off for obvious reason. Hair refinement, this is a guide to optimize the game for performances, not to make it look good. Super resolution, I am personally using DLSS with a performance mode. You could also use balanced, it works almost the same honestly. I struggle to find any differences, but I just prefer having performances. Balanced is gonna look slightly better, so maybe you want to use that, it's personal preference. DLSS mode, I have it enabled, not boosted. Somehow on this game with boost I lose actually FPS for some reasons that no one knows. So I just use enabled normally. If you are not using an Nvidia graphic card, or even on some Nvidia graphic cards, you actually might want to try FSR performance and off, because it disables any kind of frame generation and stuff like that. Or maybe not any kind, but most of it. It's actually pretty good, even on my Nvidia graphic card. For me, DLSS was working slightly better. But this is also a very strong thing. Try it out and see how your frames are doing. Then, graphic presets. Obviously custom. Texture I have it on low. FOV obviously on extreme because I want to see further away. You can see the description is set the distance at various objects are renders. It's not the actual FOV option somehow. I don't know why they named it this way. Anti-aliasing low, 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 low. The only thing I have on extreme is effect. Technically for better frames you want it on low, but I have it this way for one reason. It is because I play Akahime and I really do like the purple animation that she has when she does this. And lowering these settings actually makes this animation disappear, at least the purple part of it. So that's the reason why I have effects on maximum. But if you just care about frame rate or don't want that effect, you can just put it on low. It's technically gonna be better in terms of frame. Vegetation on low, shadow on low, global illumination quality on low, because we want more frames. Those things are just for aesthetic purpose. And the game still somehow looks decent, even though everything is at low. So you gotta give credit for that. Alright, and we are done with the settings. Normally your run should run pretty good. I personally have a 3070 Ti and I haven't done any sort of overclocking. And with those settings, my game runs pretty consistently above 170 FPS, which is pretty alright, and it's good enough for me since my monitor is capped at 165 Hz anyway, so I don't really need much more. If you have a better PC, obviously you can run even higher frames. Yeah, that's basically everything I could find out about optimizing the game. I hope I was helpful, and I'm probably gonna publish more guides on how to use characters and maybe more tutorials about the game itself in the future, so yeah, subscribe if you want more content. Have a nice day, I hope I was helpful, bye!